They say AI is the future. But what if it's actually part of something much bigger? Something far more dangerous? Could AI be paving the way for Dajjal's ultimate deception? Islam has warned us about a time when truth and falsehood will be blurred, where people believe in illusions over reality. And isn't that exactly what AI is doing? Creating a world where deepfakes, artificial voices, and machine-generated intelligence are becoming indistinguishable from the real thing? This isn't just a technological shift, it's a spiritual test. Artificial intelligence is no longer a concept of the future. It's here, and it's changing everything. From AI-generated faces to voice assistants that sound eerily human, we are entering an era where deception is easier than ever before. As Muslims, we have been warned about a time of great fitna trial, where deception will be so convincing that even the most knowledgeable believers could be at risk. Could AI be one of the tools used to spread this deception? In this video, we'll uncover the eerie similarities between the rise of AI and the warnings about Dajjal and Islam. Stay till the end to understand why this could be the greatest test of our faith yet. One of the most frightening aspects of artificial intelligence is its ability to deceive. For centuries, deception has been a tool of those who seek power, control, and manipulation. But today, AI is taking deception to a level that was unimaginable before. What happens when you can no longer trust your eyes? What happens when your ears deceive you? What happens when the truth itself becomes a manufactured illusion? This is not just a hypothetical scenario. It is happening right now. AI-generated content is shaping the way we see reality, making it increasingly difficult to distinguish between truth and falsehood. And when we look at Islamic teachings, we find that one of the greatest trials in human history, the trial of Dajjal, is deeply connected to the idea of deception on a massive scale. The Prophet Muhammad warned us, there has never been a trial greater, from the time of Adam until the hour begins, than the trial of Dajjal. Sahih Muslim. And what is Dajjal's greatest weapon? Deception. Now, let's take a deep look at how AI is being used as a tool for deception and why it should deeply concern every Muslim. Imagine you turn on the news and see a world leader declaring war. Panic spreads, economies crash, and chaos erupts. But then it turns out the video was fake, a deep fake created by AI. Deepfake technology allows AI to manipulate videos so realistically that it can make anyone say or do anything, even if it never happened. This isn't just a futuristic fear. It is already happening. In 2018, AI-generated videos of Barack Obama surfaced, showing him saying things he never actually said. In 2022, a deepfake of Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky was released, telling Ukrainian soldiers to surrender, a completely false message designed to manipulate the war. Celebrities and politicians have had their faces placed on people in inappropriate videos, damaging their reputations. Now, think about how Dajjal operates. Dajjal is described as someone who will show people illusions so real that they will believe them to be the truth. He will present his own false paradise and hellfire, deceiving people into thinking he has divine power. The Prophet warned us. Part of the fitna of Dajjal is that he will come with a paradise and a hell, and what he calls paradise will actually be hell. Sahih Muslim. Deepfake AI is already showing us how easily reality can be fabricated. Today, it's used for politics, entertainment, and propaganda. Tomorrow, could be used to make people believe in a false messiah. When people can no longer trust what they see with their own eyes, how easy will it be for them to fall for Dajjal's deception? Now, let's talk about something even more terrifying, AI's ability to clone voices. Imagine receiving a call from a loved one asking for help, but it's actually AI mimicking their voice to scam you. Imagine hearing a well-known scholar give a fatwa that is completely false, but it sounds exactly like them. Imagine listening to the Quran being recited by what sounds like your favorite Carrie, but the voice was never human to begin with. This is the power of AI-generated voices. Already, AI can perfectly copy human voices after hearing just a few seconds of audio, make dead people speak again, creating fake conversations as if they were still alive, generate fake confessions, framing innocent people for crimes they never committed. If AI can mimic voices so accurately, then think about how it could be used for deception on a global scale. Dajjal will deceive people not just with what they see, but also with what they hear. The Prophet Muhammad said that Dajjal will claim to be a prophet and then claim to be God himself. Dajjal will say to people, "I am your Lord," and people will believe him because of his deception. Musnad Ahmad. Now, imagine AI producing false speeches, fake religious rulings, and manipulated hadiths. making people believe lies that never existed. If AI can convince people things that never happened, then how easy will it be for the masses to fall for the greatest deception in history? This is why, as Muslims, we need to be extremely cautious. We cannot blindly trust everything we hear, even if it sounds real. We live in an age where information is everywhere. But what happens when AI is controlling knowledge itself? Today, AI can write articles, books, and research papers so convincingly that even experts struggle to tell the difference. Generate fake hadiths and Islamic rulings that seem legitimate but are completely false. Create entire historical events that never actually happened. This is extremely dangerous. Why? Because our deen faith is based on authentic knowledge. If AI can manipulate knowledge, then it can reshape history, distort religion, and mislead millions. The Prophet Muhammad warned that near the end of times, false knowledge will spread and true scholars will disappear. AI is accelerating this reality. Already, AI-generated Islamic texts are being created. Some are accurate, but others are filled with errors, distortions, and fabricated teachings. If people do not verify information, they may be following lies without even knowing it. Imagine an AI-generated fake Quran interpretation that subtly changes the meaning of verses. Imagine AI generating fake hadiths that mislead people into practicing Islam incorrectly. This is exactly what Dajjal wants, to create a world where truth is mixed with falsehood so deeply that people no longer know what to believe. Let's take a step back. Why is this happening? Why is AI being developed to deceive, manipulate, and blur the lines between reality and illusion? Dajjal's mission is to mislead humanity, and AI is creating the perfect tools for that deception. A world where reality can be faked. A world where words can be manufactured. A world where false knowledge spreads faster than truth. Dajjal won't need to perform miracles if AI is already making people believe in falsehoods. If we are already seeing this level of deception now, what will it look like when the real trial of Dajjal begins? The deeper we explore the capabilities of AI, the more we realize that it is not just shaping technology, it is reshaping the human mind. From how we think to what we believe, AI is gradually rewiring human perception, morality, and consciousness. The way we interact with others, the way we consume information, and even the way we understand truth itself is being subtly but powerfully influenced by artificial intelligence. This is not a small change. It is a fundamental shift in human thinking. And when we analyze this shift through an Islamic lens, it becomes clear that the influence of AI mirrors some of the very deceptions that the Dajjal will use in his greatest trial upon humanity. Let's take a deep dive into how AI is already influencing human perception, emotions, and morality, and why we as Muslims must be extremely vigilant. AI-generated art, music, and books, the death of the soul and creativity. Art has always been a reflection of the human soul. It carries emotions, struggles, and divine inspiration. But today, AI is creating paintings that rival human artists, music that sounds deeply emotional but was never composed by a person, books and poetry that feel profound but were written by a machine. At first, this may seem harmless, but there is a deeper problem. AI has no soul. AI has no spiritual depth. AI does not experience love, pain, or faith. And yet, people are beginning to admire AI-generated content more than human creation. AI paintings are displayed in galleries. AI music is topping charts. AI-written books are being published. But what are people really admiring? A machine's ability to calculate patterns? A system that mimics human creativity without ever feeling anything? This is exactly what the Dajjal will do, presenting false miracles that have no divine truth behind them. The Prophet warned us. Dajjal will bring with him what will resemble paradise and hell, and what he will call paradise will actually be hell. Sahih Muslim. Similarly, AI is creating artificial beauty that lacks true meaning. It mimics what is real, but has no spiritual depth. And the more people become obsessed with artificial creation, the more they will lose their ability to appreciate real human emotion, real divine inspiration, and real beauty created by Allah. Every day, billions of people consume content on social media, news platforms, and search engines. But here's the shocking truth. What we see is not random. It is decided by AI algorithms. Social media algorithms decide what posts you see first. News recommendation systems decide what headlines appear on your screen. Search engines filter information, showing you what they want you to read. In other words, AI is deciding what you should believe. This is dangerous because it creates echo chambers. You only see opinions that match your beliefs, making you think that everyone agrees with you, even when they don't. It manipulates emotions. AI shows you content that makes you angry, happy, or scared because strong emotions keep people engaged longer. It can be used to spread falsehood. If AI wants to push a certain narrative, it can flood the internet with fake information until people start believing it. Now, think about how Dajjal will manipulate perception. He will control what people see. He will control what people hear. He will control what people believe. AI is already doing something similar, deciding what information we consume, shaping how we think, and gradually making people doubt their own judgment. The Prophet described the fitna of Dajjal as a test of what people perceive to be true. Dajjal will show people a paradise, but in reality, it will be hell. Sahih Muslim. If people today are already believing AI-generated narratives without question, how easy will it be for them to fall for Dajjal's deceptions? AI is not just influencing what we see, it is also shaping how we think. AI answers our questions, so we stop thinking critically. AI writes for us, so we stop learning how to express ideas. AI makes decisions for us, so we stop relying on wisdom and judgment. Slowly, humans are losing the ability to think for themselves. And when people lose independent thought, they become easy to manipulate. The Prophet Muhammad said, "A time will come when people will be so confused that a person will wake up a believer and go to bed a disbeliever, and go to bed a believer and wake up a disbeliever." Sahih Muslim. This is exactly what AI is doing, creating a world where truth and falsehood are blurred, where people no longer trust their own judgment, and where deception is so advanced that it destroys faith overnight. What can we do? How to protect ourselves? We cannot stop AI from advancing, but we can protect ourselves from deception. Strengthen your faith. The Prophet told us that reciting Surah Al-Kahf on Fridays will protect us from the fitna of Dajjal. Verify everything. Do not blindly trust videos, audio, or online content. Always check sources and seek authentic knowledge. Seek guidance from scholars, not AI. AI may be a tool, but it cannot replace true Islamic scholars. Always turn to trusted scholars for religious guidance. Make dua for protection. Ask Allah to protect you from deception. The Prophet taught us a dua for protection from Dajjal, which we should recite regularly. O Allah, I seek refuge in you from the punishment of the grave, from the trials of life and death, and from the evil of the trial of Dajjal. Sahih Muslim. Dajjal's power will not just be in his words, but in his ability to control perception. The AI-driven world is training us to trust technology over our own senses. Imagine AI-generated Islamic rulings that sound authentic, but are misleading. Virtual religious scholars giving fatwas that have no human wisdom behind them. AI-created religious experiences that make people feel closer to spirituality, but in reality, pull them away from true faith. Islam teaches us that Dajjal will be able to make the sky rain and the earth grow food, deceiving people into thinking he holds divine power. AI doesn't control the weather, but it already controls minds. The more we rely on it, the more we give up control of our own beliefs and thoughts. If you found this video eye-opening, subscribe for more deep Islamic insights on AI and the future. Stay aware, stay informed, and most importantly, stay connected to your faith.